Hi, this is Mrs. Yamamoto, and today we're going to be talking about conditional statements. Prior to this lesson, we were talking about compound statements, where we looked at different types of compound statements, such as a conjunction and a disjunction. Those were connected with the word and or. With a conditional statement is a statement that can be written in if-then form. So we symbolize this with P and then an arrow and Q. And we read it as if P then Q, or we can read it as P implies Q. The hypothesis is the phrase immediately following the word if. The conclusion is the phrase immediately following the word then. So some examples of conditional statements. We're going to identify the hypothesis and the conclusion of each conditional statement. So here I have, if you live in Nashville, then you live in Tennessee. So our hypothesis is you live in Nashville. Our conclusion is you live in Tennessee. So our hypothesis is the phrase following the word if, and our conclusion is the phrase following the word then. So number 2, it says, if the sum of the measures of two angles is 90 degrees, then they are complementary angles. So here, our hypothesis is the sum of the measures of two angles, and the conclusion is they are complementary angles. See if you can come up with the hypothesis and the conclusion for number 3. If a quadrilateral is a square, then it has 4 right angles. So numbers 4 through 8, we're going to write conditional statements. And we're going to write them in the if-then form. So we're given a statement, an obtuse angle has a measure greater than 90 degrees. I want to write this as an if-then statement. So I'm going to break this down as if an angle is obtuse, then it has a measure of greater than 90 degrees. So I broke down my statement, an obtuse angle has a measure greater than 90 degrees, into if an angle is obtuse, then it has a measure greater than 90 degrees. On number 5, number 5 says, all numbers are divisible by 4. All numbers divisible by 4 are also divisible by 2. So I'm going to break this up as if a number is divisible by 4, then it is divisible by 2. Number 6, states on the East Coast border the Atlantic Ocean. So to write a conditional statement, I'm going to start with if. If a state is on the East Coast, then it borders the Atlantic Ocean. Number 7, Valentine's Day is in February. If it is Valentine's Day, then it is February. My last conditional statement that I'm going to write is coming from the statement, if prime numbers have only 2 factors, 1 and itself. So I'm going to state if a number is prime then its only two factors are 1 and itself.